Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi Dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck! Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraqi Dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. All right, something big is happening, and it's happening fast. The chatter just went from background noise to full-on alarm bells. We've got confirmation that certain contractors are being prepped on rates. The spread between the market and official rate is tightening even more, and whispers of digital restrictions and secret clauses are heating up. These aren't just rumors anymore, they're coordinated moves. And if you've been following the RV-RI journey even a little, you know this kind of alignment doesn't happen by accident. I'm about to break down the key updates you absolutely shouldn't miss. And trust me, there's a reason people are suddenly checking their dinar drawers again. Watch until the end, because I'll be giving you my own final take and what all this might really be building toward. Let's get into it, because the timing on this one could matter more than ever. From Intel Newshound Guru Mark Z via PDK in Iraq, despite the accumulation of billions in America, why isn't Iraq investing to save its economy? There is pressure on the Iraqi government to not let any money go through the U.S. banking system, but keep it all domestically. I firmly believe it's because Iraq is about to have a new rate. From Newshound, Intel, Guru, Mountain Goat, there is going to be a situation soon that will allow the CBI to conduct the project to delete the zeros and then move on to the reinstatement. From Intel Guru, Frank 26, everything that is required for the monetary reform in Iraq to be successful and not fail with the Iraqi citizens is coming perfectly together. It is being put in position. In fact, it's already all been agreed upon. There's nobody that rejects it. Everything we see has been agreed upon and is imminent. I am excited because I believe I know the truth of the monetary reform. From Newshound Guru Claire, article, after opening higher, the dollar fell in Erbil and Baghdad at the start of the week's closing. Quote, the dollar price fell in markets in Baghdad and Erbil, recording 139,200 Iraqi dinars for every $100, while this morning it recorded 139,500 dinars for every $100. In Erbil, the dollar also declined, with the selling price reaching 139,000 dinars per $100 and the buying price reaching 138,850 dinars per $100. From Newshound Guru Paulette, based on news release from Shafaq today, Saturday, the dollar exchange rate in Baghdad's Al-Khifa and Al-Harithia central exchanges registered a rate of $13.95 today, which is slightly higher than the previous $13.94. In local currency exchange shops across the capital, the selling price remained at $14.05. In Erbil, the selling price was $13.92, an increase over the previous $13.90.5. This is appreciably the same percentages over the official rate as Wednesday, Thursday, 5.7, 6.4, and 5.5, respectively. From Newshound/Intel Guru Walking Stick, pay close attention. They're telling you the official rate and the market rate of the Iraqi dinar and the US dollar, that the gap is less than 4%. This is big The reason why is because one of the line items in the 2025 budget that maintains their IQD value is a margin of plus minus 2%. This is dangerously close. From Intel Guru, Frank 26 Iraq Boots on the Ground report from Firefly. The Trump administration rejected the visit of Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed al-Sudani to Washington, D.C., according to high-level sources. The same source confirmed to me the President administration does not support a second term for Prime Minister al-Sudani. From Newshound Guru Claire. Article: Meeting in Istanbul reveals new U.S. sanctions on Iraq over Iranian arms financing. Quote, a private source revealed to Al-Mustaqila on Friday that a secret meeting was held between an Iraqi delegation and the assistant to the head of the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank in Istanbul. The source indicated that the U.S. side informed the Iraqi delegation of new sanctions that would be imposed on Iraq due to what it described as financial involvement related to financing Iranian weapons. These developments come amid increasing pressure from the United States on Iraq to curb Iranian influence and secure the Iraqi financial system from exploitation to support activities that Washington considers a threat to regional and international security. From Newshound Guru Pimpy. Question: can you explain the whole thing about the IQD is now paired on Forex? The IQD has been on the Forex before. It's still paired. They're not actively trading or doing anything under Forex. They're already set up. They already got their 3-digit code, which is IQD. They're already paired with all the other currencies. That's never changed. What we're waiting for is for them to do what they need to do for Forex to go, okay, let's start trading now. So everything is set up. From Intel/Newshound Guru Mark Z via PDK. I have some banking and government contacts over there, and they have also told me they have started informing key people in key positions like contractors what the rate will be so they can start preparing their system. So I am excited but hesitant because I don't know what that means for us and money movement yet. But I am hearing from many sources, many contacts, that the rate is set, we have it, and they are executing it. Let us hope this is real. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is circulation. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Guest Boots on the Ground Guru Maxis. The mass majority of the population is holding all of their large notes and will not deposit them in the banks because they will lose money and they believe that the banks will run out of cash. Due to inflationary concerns, they can't print any more large notes. The CBI has to revalue what they have, so the population will redeem their large notes so the CBI can take them out of circulation and install the smaller notes. This information comes from my employee's uncle, who runs a currency exchange in Baghdad. Whatever they decide is going to be rough going for a while, but it will settle out. From Intel Guru Frank 26, Iran is neutered. They are scattered. That is why the security and stability in the Middle East is now looking at you, Iraq, to lift the value of your currency, because it will set off a chain reaction. You're the linchpin with many other currencies, in my opinion. A few days ago, your security and stability was born in Iraq. Your exchange rate is coming to you. And finally, the last update is from Newshound Guru Claire. Article: a source told Baghdad Today, Nouri al-Maliki is in good health, and the rumors are based on an official threatened with dismissal. Quote, a source close to the leader of the State of Law Coalition confirmed on Friday, July 25, 2025, that Nouri al-Maliki is in good health, denying reports that he had been transferred to the hospital. All right, family. Now that we've covered all the major intel from today's updates, it's time for my take. But real quick, if you've been following this journey and appreciate these deep dives that cut through the noise, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me keep bringing you the kind of research-driven content most folks aren't willing to dig for. All right, let's unpack this. First up, we need to talk about Walking Stick. His update about the official exchange rate and the market rate narrowing to under 4% is a big deal. Most people will gloss right over that stat, but for those of us who've been tracking this for a while, this is what we've been waiting for. Why? Because the IMF has a 2% threshold for Article 8 compliance. That's the zone Iraq needs to be in for freedom of capital movement, international convertibility, and ultimately, a real exchange rate move. And let's not forget, Iraq's 2025 budget, specifically Article 22C, enforces that plus-minus 2% band as a legal limit. So when you hear walking sticks say we're dangerously close, you better believe the trigger is within reach. This isn't just market movement. This is a coordinated fiscal and legal alignment that screams preparation phase. And speaking of convertibility, let's bring in Pimpy's Forex take, because this clears up a ton of confusion in the community. The Iraqi Dinar is already listed on Forex. It's had its ISO 4217 code, IQD, for years. It's visible on trading platforms, currency converters, and even global financial APIs. But that does not mean it's actively being traded. There's a difference between being listed and being freely traded with volume. Iraq hasn't flipped that switch yet because they're not fully Article 8 compliant, and the exchange rate is still managed, not floating. But here's the upside. The infrastructure is already in place. We're not waiting for Iraq to build anything new. Once the IMF signs off and the policy gates open, the dinar can start moving on Forex instantly. That means when this RV or RI happens, there's nothing technical holding it back. It's all policy at this point, and that's very encouraging. Then we get this powerful insight from Maxis, probably the most underrated yet critical intel of the week. He brings us down to the street level, to the people. According to his source at a Baghdad currency exchange, Iraqis are refusing to deposit their large denomination notes. Why? Because they don't trust the banks. They're afraid they'll lose value. And here's the kicker. The CBI can't print more large notes without causing inflation. So they're stuck. The only realistic solution? Revalue what already exists. Give those large notes purchasing power so citizens are incentivized to exchange them. That's how you pull the physical cash out of circulation and make room for the smaller category notes. That's not just monetary reform. That's behavioral economics at work. This is where policy meets practicality. Now, layer that with militiaman's intel on the 2025 Gold City project, and it starts to look like Iraq is playing 5D economic chess. You're not building a gold and jewelry hub with international stock exchange capabilities unless you're positioning yourself for regional and global trade. Gold is more than a shiny metal, it's monetary credibility. Iraq is anchoring value in hard assets while retooling its currency, and that speaks volumes. They're rebuilding not just their currency, but their economic identity. And then there's Mountain Goat, who laid it out pretty clearly. We're headed toward executing the project to delete the zeros, followed by a full reinstatement. That's not just her opinion. The groundwork is visible. Everything that needed to be aligned, the rate gap, the IMF requirements, the legal structure, the citizen behavior, and now the gold-backed trade infrastructure, it's all in motion. The CBI is almost out of excuses. And that's a good thing. Now let's pivot to Mark Z, who says his contractor contacts have been informed of the new rate. That's massive if it's true, not just because it's a juicy headline, but because you don't prep internal systems and inform contractors unless something has already been signed off behind closed doors. Could this be the quiet before a very loud shift? So what's my final take? Look, we're not seeing isolated rumors anymore. We're seeing full spectrum alignment. Legal, political, financial, and even behavioral. Iraq is solving the parallel market rate. They're being pushed to digitize and reduce cash dependency, and now the people are cornered into a place where they won't trust the system until the value shifts. This isn't a maybe. It's a mechanism being forced into motion. And if that mechanism hits the 2% IMF trigger, buckle up, because if the rate gap holds, the legal boundaries remain firm, and the public doesn't budge, something's got to give. The CBI can either sit still and watch trust erode, or they can pull the trigger. And honestly, it looks like their finger is already on it. That's my final take. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are we just a decision away, or is this one more false dawn? Either way, stay close, because something big is coming. Moreover, We posted a breaking analysis video the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RV-RI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye!